Hello, fourth graders. This is Mr. A, and I just thought of giving you a bonus video, a bonus help for number 6 from the page 4 homework because you are trying to do your work and you are trying to be responsible. So congratulations, you are building those habits that will help you in life. And I hope this video is going to be helpful. So I changed the numbers a little bit for the homework problem, but you should be able to figure it out from this video. Okay, so now let's look at our problem. We need to order these fractions from least to greatest. Okay, so when we have to order fractions, we look at the denominator. Okay, we look at the denominator and see, are there some numbers that are relatable to one another? And sure enough, there are some that you can't just ignore. Like, for example, the 4 and the 8. Aren't they relatable, 4 and 8? The 4 is a factor of 8, right? And 8 is a multiple of 4. So let's work with these two fractions first. So I have 17/8 and 6/4. All right. Now, are they partitioned the same way? No, they're not. Okay, so now let's look at the benchmark. 4/4 would make us a whole. So if we have 6/4, that is bigger than a whole. And same thing, 8/8 would give us a whole. So we have 17/8. That this fraction is also bigger than a whole. So we can't use the benchmark in this problem. Let's make the same denominator. Let's make them the same denominator. So I'm going to look at the 4 and see how many multiples of 4 can give me an 8. So that's 4, 2. So 2 times 4 gives me 8. So I'm going to partition each fourth into 2 parts. So that means I'm multiplying the 6 by 2 and the 4 by 2. So 6/4 is the same as 12/8. So now 12/8 versus 17/8. Which one is bigger? You are correct. 17/8 is bigger. So we're going to put 6/4 as less than 17/8. Okay. All right. So let's look at the other two fractions. We have 220 hundredths versus 21 tenths. Okay. Again, 10 tenths would give us a whole, so 21 tenths, that's bigger than a whole. 100 hundredths would give us a whole, so 220 hundredths, that's bigger than a whole. So we can't use the benchmark strategy. Let's make them the same fractions. Let's convert them into the same denominator, make them be of the same partition. So we're going to take each tenth and times it by 10, break it into 10 more. So this is going to give us 210 pieces of hundredths. So which one is bigger, the 220 hundredths or 21 tenths, which is the same as 210 hundredths? Definitely the 220 hundredths is bigger than the 21 tenths. Okay, so we know that 21 tenths is less than 220 hundred. Okay, all right, so now let us compare 21 tenths and 17/8. Okay, so 21 tenths and 17 eighths. Let's see which one is bigger. So we're not going to use the benchmark strategy because clearly both of them are over a whole, right, fourth graders? So let's then make them the same. So we're going to multiply 8 by 10 and 10 by 8. So this fraction is going to be broken into 8 pieces more, and this fraction is going to be partitioned into 10 pieces more. So now we have, I'm becoming messy here, so bear with me. Let's move the camera. Okay, so now we have 17 eighths is going to become 170 eightieths because we partition each eighth 10 pieces more, and 21 tenths is going to be also an 80th. Now think about it. 21 is 20 plus 1. So if I multiply each number by 8, 8 times 1 is 8, plus 8 times 20 is 160. So together they become 168. Ooh, they're so close, right? We have 170 80th and 168 80th, like two more 80th, and they would be the same. So 17 eighths is definitely bigger than 21 tenths. So what is our arrangement going to be? It's going to be 6/4 is the smallest because it's smaller than 17 eighths. But then 21 eight tenths is smaller than than 17 eighths, and 220 hundredths is bigger. Okay? Now, we're not done yet. We're done with the biggest, with the second biggest, with now, like I'm looking here, and if that 6/4, if we make it 40, that's gonna be 60, right? So 6/4 is bigger than 21 tenths. So we're going to flip them. So 21 tenths is actually the smallest fraction of the three. Okay, and it's just because mentally I can see that if I make this in, if I multiply 6/4 by 10 and 21 tenths by 4, that's going to be 48 40th, right? So that's why I switched them around. So this is our answer, fourth graders. Okay, so don't give up too easily. It's going to take, this problem is going to take some time, but you can do it. Okay, and I hope this helps a little bit. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.